Hello dears, welcome back to English classes at Radhika. And today we are going to learn the lesson, not a lesson, actually it is a short story which is written by Ruskin Bond. The name of the story is The Night Train at Deoli. And it's a love story and very inspirational love story which is written by Ruskin Bond, in which the hero narrator is falling in love with a basket selling girl at a railway platform. Before entering to the details of the story, let's see which are the main characters of the story. The first and most important character is the hero narrator. And how is the person is called as hero narrator? He is the hero as well as the narrator of the story. With the eyes of this hero narrator, the story is being described or unveiled or revealed. Okay. And the grandmother is also a very important character in the story, because the hero narrator used to went to Deoli during his vacations to stay with his grandmother. So grandmother is also there in the story. And the girl who sells baskets, and she is the heroine. That is a girl who is selling baskets, cane, which is made up of cane, in the platform at Deoli. So these are the main characters of in the story. Other than these characters, we can meet some vendors, street vendors, as they are selling things or goods at the platform, and the station master is there. Some other minor characters are also there in the story. So now let's see the introduction to The Night Train at Deoli. It's a short story of adolescent infatuation presented with great sensitivity. And the boy or the hero narrator is only 19 or 18 years of age, and he is in college, and the girl is also in her adolescent period, that is in her teenage. And maybe it is a kind of infatuation, but the hero narrator still remembers the girl and the love that has happened in between himself and the girl. And it expresses the narrator's love for a poor basket seller whom he encounters at a small station while on his way to Dehradun. So here what happens is that the narrator is falling in love with a poor girl who is selling baskets which were made up of cane, and he was traveling to Dehradun after his vacation at Deoli. Anyway, he meets the girl only twice, never to see her again, but she remains in his memory ever after. So this is the short summary of the story. That is, even though he meets that girl twice, that is love at first sight is happening between this hero narrator and the girl at first. And by seeing that girl, that is the very moment in which he has seen that girl, that is, he has fallen in love with that girl. And when he approached that girl, and he hasn't proposed to that girl yet, but the girl understood his feeling, and the same feeling has arose in the girl also, and a kind of bond or relationship was there in between them. Unspoken relationship was there in between them. And what happened is that that is after one or two times, when he visited Deoli, he happened to see that girl who was selling cane baskets in the platform, and he talked with her, and in her eyes he witnessed the love towards him. Anyway, he was so happy and he was very much enthusiastic by thinking that girl. Anyway, what happened is that on one vacation, when he visited at Deoli, he couldn't see that girl anymore. That is the tragic situation of the love story, and he didn't see that girl anymore or after that. So this is the situation. And he asked about the girl to the station master. What happened to the girl who was selling the cane basket? The station master replied that I have seen her. It's sure I have seen her, and but I didn't know what happened to that girl because she is none to me. This was the answer which is given by the station master to him. So that is it's a very old time, so we know that there was no mobile phones or such communication devices where they are, and that's why the author could not able to connect with that girl or could not able to communicate with that girl. That has happened to the love story between the hero narrator and the girl. Anyway, the hero narrator has a kind of infatuation, not a kind of infatuation, or a kind of love towards this girl. Even now, she still, sorry, he still remembers that girl. Okay. So now I'll read some sentences from the story and will explain the background. And the platform boasted of a tea stall, a fruit vendor, and a few straw dogs, not much else. So this is the situation at this platform or the railway station at Deoli, and it is a railway station near a forest and not so developed not at all a developed railway station, and it consisted of a small tea stall, a fruit vendor, and a few stray dogs are there. There is nothing else is there, and the author himself is telling that each and every train will stop at the station, and no one is getting in and no one is getting out in that platform, but it stays a few minutes at the station. Okay, anyway, this is the setting place or background of the story. Do you want a basket? She asked. They are made of the finest cane. This is the way in which the hero narrator meets the girl for the first time who was selling cane baskets. And by seeing this girl, we have already said that the author has, that is the hero narrator, may be the author or may not be the author. And he has fallen in love with the girl for the first sight itself. And anyway, by his gaze, he was gazing the girl always, and by seeing this, she was wondered whether he wanted a basket. That is why she is asking this question to the hero narrator. Do you want a basket? She asked to the hero narrator. In this way, they are talking for the first time. I watched her until the signal box came in way and the junker hit the station, but I could still see her standing there alone. So, after their first meeting, the train has about to start, and he looked at the platform and saw that girl. She was standing at the platform looking at the train. Anyway, uh, and with the pace of the train, or the train began to move, and it has been hidden in the jungle. And we have already said that there is after Deoli there is a forest. That is, there is no, we cannot see even the there is the railroad at the forest. Anyway, the author or the hero narrator is telling that he was gazing or he was seeing that girl till the train has been engulfed or has been entered to the jungle. Anyway, still the vision of that girl is there in his mind. Determined that I wouldn't stand helplessly before her, hardly able to speak or do anything about my feelings. This is almost the climax of the story, in which the hero narrator is traveling through Deoli and he couldn't see the girl at this time, and he was very much disappointed by not seeing her. And anyway, he tried to enquire or search for her, but he couldn't get any information from any traveler or any vendors or any or the station master also. So this is the situation here. And anyway, he wanted to search for her, but he couldn't. And he wanted to catch his train once again, and because he was traveling to his grandmother's home at Dehradun. So he boarded the train once again, and he continued his journey without seeing her, and he couldn't see her ever after. What could I do about finding a girl I have seen only twice, who had hardly spoken to me, and about whom I knew nothing, absolutely nothing, but from whom I felt tenderness and responsibility that I had never felt before? So this is the situation or the mind of the hero narrator, and he couldn't see that girl at that time when he was traveling to Dehradun during his vacation, and he did not know where to search for that girl, because no one he asked asked for her to each and everyone at the platform, and he couldn't get any information regarding that girl. Anyway, he is telling that he didn't know how to that is how to find that girl whom he hadn't spoken so openly. Anyway, it is his responsibility for that girl to find out the details of that girl. Anyway, a kind of tenderness is there in his mind while he is thinking about that girl. Somehow I couldn't bring myself to break journey at Deoli and spend a day there. This is the feeling that happened in the mind of the hero narrator, because he wanted to find that girl, because he loved that girl very much. Anyway, he couldn't bring himself to break journey. That is, he traveled through Deoli and stays there. The train stays there for a few minutes, but he couldn't find that girl. And now he thinks that he could have stayed at Deoli for a time, for a day, and in search of that girl. So anyway, that didn't happen, and it is an unfulfilled love story. So here we have to conclude this session, and I think you understood the video or the love story between the hero narrator and the girl who was selling cane baskets at the platform at Deoli. Anyway, Ruskin Bond has presented this short story with with a lot of romanticism, and in a kind of unspoken or unseen love is there in the short story, and it makes or it increases the beauty of the story anyway. And that is the meeting is also very strange, because that is she is a very poor girl, an uneducated girl, but he is in college and he is educated, but uh, these are all these backgrounds are not at all a barrier to the communication or barrier to the love between them. Anyway, it is we know that it is an unfulfilled love story, and anyway it is almost like a dream to the hero narrator hereafter, because he didn't see that girl, that is he has seen that girl for one or two times at Deoli, when the train has stopped there for few minutes. Okay, so prepare well, and uh, please ask me queries if you haven't understood certain portions. Okay, thank you.